So we all running top speed, right? All we hear behind us is gunshot. Bang, 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 bang. We hop a fence. When I land, my leg feels weak, but I keep running. And when I look down, I see blood. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm hit.
Trying to knock my hustle, I kill all the love. I'm that nigga, I ain't holding no grudge. I was stuck in the trap, I ain't have it like that. Me and Trim, we was serving the pack. Flip a P, had to get it right back. Fuck what they saying, why they always hate. Give a day, hit the road, y'all skate. 3-5 in the blood, I'm a face. Ask God, just give me some pace.
What's good, Hype Space? We are back with another video today, man. And today I'm telling a story about the first time I was in the shootout. But before we get to that story, man, y'all already know. If you're into fashion and comedy, living life like it's no tomorrow, not wasting time because time is borrowed, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And also, if you haven't done so already, go ahead to blackdivinity.com and get you one of these new hoodies that I'm dropping very soon for the springtime. It's nice and lightweight, but it's also, you know, for them cold spring nights, you know what I'm saying? It keep you nice and warm, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and head over to blackdivinity.com. That's BLKdivinity.com right now. Go ahead and place in your pre-order. I am looking to sell out because people have already been pre-ordering. And, you know, for you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, which is Black Divinity 1111 on Instagram. Anyway, for you guys who don't follow me on there, who hasn't gotten the message about this, you know, I wanted to, you know, plug you guys in on that. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your pre-order now, man. And they going fast. So that's going to be on you if you miss out. But enough of that, man. Let's get into this video. So today, man, I have another story time for you guys. You guys really liked my story time last time about me, you know, almost going to jail in high school. So today I'm going to tell you another story time. And it's about the first time I was ever in a shootout. Now, I was way younger than I was in the previous video because, you know, living in the area that I lived in, we used to get into shit all the time. We used to do shit, push things to the limit all the time. We're kids. We didn't know no better. I mean, we kind of did, but we kind of didn't. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to do, you know, we just want to do some shit. So at this time, I'm probably roughly 11 years old. My younger brother, he was just born. He probably hadn't been no older than 1. You know what I'm saying? He still wasn't old enough to come outside with me. So I would be outside and, you know, I would just be hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. And we would always try to find things to do that made us look like we were from the hood. Like, don't get me wrong, we were in the hood, but we were kids. You know what I'm saying? We really like, and I don't know about, you know, any of y'all, like, you know, upbringing, but like the gangsters and the real niggas in our neighborhood back then was trying to keep us out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Living in Hidden Valley and shit like that, they was trying to keep us away from that shit. Especially since I had a family member that was one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no name, but that person know who I'm talking to. They were trying to keep us out of that gang life. They were trying to keep us out of that street shit. You know what I'm saying? But the more and more, and I'm pretty sure parents out here, if y'all watching this, y'all know, the more and more you try to keep your kid out of some shit, they gonna want to go to it. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if we don't know shit about it, you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all use that lingo, you know, because I said so. That's why you can't do it. No, I said so don't work no more, y'all. You're gonna find out. So you gotta start talking to your kids. That's for my parents out there. But anyway, so, you know, living in Hidden Valley at the time, for those of y'all who are Charlotteers or whatever y'all call it, Carolinians or whatever, motherfuckers that grew up in Charlotte, y'all know where Hidden Valley is. Y'all know how rough it was back in, you know, late 90s, early 2000s. It was cracking over there. So, you know what I'm saying? We were outside, like point blank and period. Like, this generation don't know nothing about outside like us millennials know about outside. We was outside. So me and my homies, you know, like, and at this age, we had a corner store across the street, like outside the neighborhood, like you had to cross like 4 lanes of traffic to get to this corner store. And our parents would let us go there. Now I think about it, my parents did not give a fuck. Now, anyway, that's beside the point. So we was outside, and we would try to get into street shit. Like, we would try to like prove our hoodness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we had gangsters that was telling us, nah, man, y'all need to like stay in school, do this and this and that and the third. And we were like, man, fuck that old lame ass bullshit, man. We trying to be out here like thugging out with y'all, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to be about that life, you know what I'm saying? So me and my dumb ass friends, who my friends was actually older than me. I've always had friends that were older than me. I've never hung around a crowd that was like around the same age. Maybe 1 or 2 people was the same age in my friend group, but I always had niggas that was older than me, like hanging around me. Like, I don't know what that was about, but I guess I showed a level of maturity that these older niggas was like, we're gonna let this nigga hang with us, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm 11, these niggas like 13, 14, and 12 and shit like that. So shout out to my dogs. If y'all watching this video, y'all know what story I'm about to tell. But anyway, we outside. We go to the corner store, you know what I'm saying? We get a little, you know, snack, you know what I'm saying? I go in the crib, ask my grandmother. I be like, yeah, grandma, can I get a couple of bucks? I'm trying to go to the corner store. My grandmother said, you can get a couple of dollars if you bring me back a pack of cigarettes. I knew that shit was coming. I knew it was a stipulation to this shit. I knew she was getting ready to tell me to go get her something. But I really wanted to go to the store, and I needed, you know, some nourishment because it's hot outside. It's summertime. You know what I'm saying? So I get the money. You know, she told me I can keep the change as long as I bring her cigarettes back in. So we go out there. You know, now this corner store is like right next to AMF bowling alley, and you know, people was going in there, and we would see people hanging out over there, and you know, some of our cousins and shit would hang out there. And most of the time, if you live in Hidden Valley and you grew up there a little bit, your cousin, your brother, somebody was a damn king. Somebody was a Hidden Valley king. And it was really a dangerous situation to the outside world. But if you lived in a neighborhood, you knew to mind your business. Like, you knew, like it was no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only problem it was police coming in there trying to break that shit up. And I'm just like, bro, leave us alone. We thugging out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? As y'all see me right now, I'm not wearing any glasses. I look like a regular person, right? You know what I'm saying? Back then, I had to wear glasses. I could not see worth a fucking cent. So, let me give y'all some, what's the name? Because I still wear glasses to this day. I can see a lot better without them than I did when I was a kid, because they would never give me my real prescription because we had to go to Walmart, and that's beside the point. Anyway, so out of all my friends, I was the most poindexterous looking motherfucker because I had glasses. So I used to say, man, fuck this shit, man. Taking these glasses off, man. I'm a motherfucking thug out here, you know what I'm saying? My parents, they, you know, I ain't gonna even hold you. I was like the golden child. All my siblings, my cousins, they got into shit. They was street. They was street as a motherfucker. And I wanted to uphold that rep. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got the same last name. So it's like, I gotta make sure I make a name for myself. I didn't know at the time that I didn't have to be a part of street shit to make a name for myself. So I end up, you know, damn near fucking my life up. But you know, that's another story for another time. I tell that. What the fuck is dog hair? When you got dogs, keep them out of your goddamn bed. You're gonna wake up with dog hair on your face. Back to the story. We headed out, you know what I'm saying? I got the money from my grandmother, and my grandmother, she used to love the Rail 100s. Y'all know about that? You know what I'm saying? Your family member don't really smoke for real. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But you know what I'm saying? She used to love the Darrell 100 longs, and I knew that by heart because I done went to the store for about 100 something times. But we was on our way and was crossing the street, and we used to like to play a little game of like wait until a car gets super close and then seeing if you fast enough to beat it by you going across the street. I told y'all, we're fucking dangerous. Like we did not take life like as a way. We were just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit that people would be like, y'all are fucking stupid. Yeah, but you live, you learn. You know what I'm saying? It only takes for one of us to get hit by a car, and then we learn that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, one of our dudes did get hit by a car, broke his leg. But we never did that shit again after that. We quickly learned that fucking lesson. Like don't do that shit. But you know, this time that we went, nobody got hit. So we got across the street. We're going in the store. Now, back in these days, you know, the store had the little smut magazines like right by the door. So a couple of my homeboys, like, we would be talking to the clerk while our other homeboys would be rolling up the Hustler magazine and putting it in his pocket or putting it. This back when we had baggy jeans, like our pocket was like this long in the fucking in the side. You know what I'm saying? We could put like whole snacks in that bit. Which, by the way, we did. You know, we bought a bunch of shit, but not as much as we fucking stole. But you know, that product of growing up in the hood. But anyway, so we got shit. You know what I'm saying? We got our shit, and then I went back home because I had to give my grandmother the cigarettes before I could go and continue my time outside, because you never know what the fuck gonna happen in your neighborhood. You might end up running, and if you fall with a pack of cigarettes and smush your grandmother's cigarettes, the ass whooping you gonna get when you get home is gonna be immense. And then you gonna have to walk back to the store to get her some more. So, double punishment. Anyway, I give my grandmother the cigarettes. I go back outside. She tells me to stop going back in and out of my house. And I say, grandmother, I had to come in here to give you cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. We go outside and we just laughing and joking. We got, you know, some Snapples. Me, I was always what's some things called? It had the fucking lizard on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I don't even think they sell these anymore. It was in a glass like bottle, right? Like, and it had a lizard like a Geico on it. It was some with an S. Sobe, or was it Seabo? Sobe? It was one of them. So like, it's the damn thing with the lizard on it. So I had one of them joints, you know. They was like, man, you always gotta be a bougie ass. And they're like, yeah. I was like, bro, just because I like the best for my life, that don't mean you gotta fucking hate on me, nigga. Again, I had a fucking sailor's mouth at the age of 11, because if you knew anything about my dad don't have no filter, and I just picked up everything that he says, and I just use it because it sounds fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so call me what you want. I had a sailor's mouth at 11 years old. Never used it around my parents though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that shit in a black household. If you're trying to get fucked up, go ahead and say cuss word. I said a cuss word one time. Let me do a sidebar story real quick. So the first time I ever cussed in front of my family, I was ironing my clothes. I think I was the same age. No, I was 10. And then I know some of y'all out there like, you was 10 years old ironing your own clothes? Yeah, because y'all baby y'all fucking kids so much. Give them some responsibility at a young age, and maybe they won't grow up and not want to go to fucking school and do the right thing and shit like that. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Going to school is important, but these people, I gotta give credit where credit's due. They showing you can make a lot of money without even going to school. But to each his own. I would say get your education so you'll know, you know, how to maneuver in this world, because people can cheat you out of a lot of things if you don't know how to read, write, and arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? That's the three things that we gotta have instilled within us: read, write, arithmetic. You need to know how to read. You better have a good penmanship, and you better know your arithmetic, because if you don't know math, you're gonna get cheated out of a lot of shit. But I digress. Back to the story. So I'm out of my clothes. I look at something on TV and accidentally hit my hit this finger with the iron, with the tip part of the iron. That ooh, if you ever touched a hot iron, whew, the pain, like it's so hot that it feels cold. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it feels like something really cold touch you, and then you feel the burn, and then you like I had no choice. All I said was, "Fuck." My stepmother turned around and was like, "You ironing your clothes, so I'm gonna let it slide this time, but watch your damn mouth. You don't pay no bills in this house." But that always made me think, if I paid bills in the house, could I curse? But yeah, that was just a little, sidebar, little filler. If you're an anime fan, that was a little filler, episode inside of the episode. But anyway, so we outside, I'm sipping on my soju. My boys, they got, their little Snapples and stuff like that. And we just going around just thinking of dumb shit to do in the hood. Like, bro, when I tell you, like, growing up and going outside, it was full of excitement because it felt like the possibilities were endless. It was like, yo, let's just get into some shit. So, like, first thing first we was doing was Ding Dong Ditch. You know what I'm saying? That was a little, little game we used to play. If you never played it, I suggest you never play it. You can actually go to jail for this shit now. And it's actually damn near impossible because every fucking body has a Ring camera. So it's like, yeah, you can ding dong, but they see you, motherfucker. They see you in their camera. They like, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? You gonna look stupid. But anyway, we was playing that. And we were like, man, this shit boring. You know what I'm saying? And then this how I knew we didn't really give a fuck. We would ding dong ditch, run, and then walk back. While the person is standing out on their doorstep like, the fuck? We used to lie to the motherfuckers like we used to run and then walk back. And then the person is out there like, hey, you see somebody come up here and ring my doorbell? Yeah, they went that way. Man, the shit we used to do. But anyway, so now it's like, bro, like we need some street cred out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, I already got a little bit of buzz because I'm the only 11-year-old fighting teenagers out here. Because like the dudes that were my friends, we would slap box, and then slap boxing almost always for me turns into a real fight because you're not gonna fucking slap me in my face. Even if the shit don't even hurt, it depends on how it sounds if I'm gonna ball my fist up and deck you. Because if you hear like that's nothing, you know what I'm saying? No, ain't nobody really heard that. But if you hear that shit, even if it didn't hurt, it sound like it hurt. And the next thing you hear after that, y'all know what's coming. Ooh! Now, how am I not gonna still off on you and I hear that shit? You got me fucked up. I digress. But I'm like, I'm the only nigga out here that, be scrapping. He was like, yeah, but and then I also got a little buzz because of my last name. And my last name ring a bell to people because my cousins, my brother, my father, they are well known in the street. So it's like, man, you ain't got to really whip it. Like, bro, we got to really make a name for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And you got to uphold your title of your last name. And I'm like, this nigga right. I got to do some hood shit. But then one of my homies come up with the bright idea, yo, we got to steal out of the store. And we looked at this nigga like, nigga, we just did that. Like, did you not get the memo? Like, we was shoving shit in our fucking pocket. You think my Jabot jean pockets ain't got shit in them? Like, nigga, I got snacks for days in this motherfucker. If y'all know what Jabot jeans is, y'all niggas fuck, bro. But anyway, sorry, I'm still getting over the phone. Anyway, we ditched that plan because it's like, nigga, we do that all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what else could we do? And we decided we was gonna go outside the neighborhood and fuck with the rival gangs. Now, my last name already ring a bell with the gang in our neighborhood. Therefore, niggas know like, oh yeah, this nigga's on some real shit. He might really be down. But nigga, I'm 11 years old and like 4'11". Nah, I was like 5. I was like 5'5". At 11, I was like 5'5", maybe. I don't know. I was short as fuck, all I know. So we go around and we just start fucking with motherfuckers that's like wearing different kind of, gang paraphernalia, as the police would call it. So like, nigga, you know who the fuck we is? Like, nigga, we bout that, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas like, man, y'all little niggas ain't about shit. Y'all need to get the fuck on somewhere. And then we should have really took that fucking advice. And now that I think about it, it was my nigga's fault that this shit even happened. This nigga when this nigga like, man, y'all niggas ain't on shit. Y'all need to get the fuck up out of here with that shit. This nigga gonna say what and lift his shirt up. These niggas run. And you're like, yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. Me, I'm just like, this nigga got a gun? Like, nigga, when the fuck would you gonna tell us you had a gun? This nigga gonna say, I ain't got no gun. So what the fuck was you about to pull out? This nigga pulls out a fucking Snapple bottle. I said, this nigga gonna get us killed. And lo and behold, the niggas that he just fake drew down on comes back with a bunch of niggas. We see this shit, we get the fuck out of there, and we run back in the like the way that we came out. We was right there on if any of y'all niggas again live in Charlotte, y'all know what I'm talking about. We was right there by Brookwood, over there on Sugar Creek. We jetted back. We ran fast as fuck. Like, we didn't give a fuck. We ran fast as hell, and we made it to the entrance where it's this big brick sign, and it's green and white, and it says, "Welcome to Hidden Valley." We ran back into our neighborhood, which Hidden Valley, even though it's small, is big. So like, you got different areas, you know what I'm saying? You got Amberley Lane, you got all this other stuff inside of there. So like, when you run in that motherfucker, you gotta know where you're going so you can get to your specific street, so you can get the fuck out of Dodge when some real shit happens. Because it's like two ways in. So like, if you don't know where the fuck you going run the out. It's a whole bunch of shit. But we run in that motherfucker. After a good minute of being in the neighborhood, we kind of slow down and we like, yo, what the fuck is your problem, bro? Why the fuck did you draw down with a motherfucking Snapple bottle, nigga? Like, bro, like, you ain't even have to do it. We should just left. Like, we are some little niggas. Like, nigga, no, man, I can't let nobody little boy me, man. Listen, you are a little boy, nigga. And these niggas just came, bro. Now we gotta be on the look for these niggas. Like, we had op before niggas was even saying that shit. I was like, damn, this nigga just made us a fucking op. Anyway, so we start walking and we cussing this nigga the fuck out. We like, bro, you a fucking dumbass, bro. And he called me a dumbass one more time. And what the fuck you gonna do? Pull out another Snapple bottle, nigga? He like, man, whatever, man. So we walking, but then we hear If y'all from the hood or ever seen Boys in the Hood, y'all know what that goddamn skirt is. It ain't nothing cool. Put my glasses on because this shit getting serious. So we hear the noise. We look back and it's a car coming down the road speeding. I see dude that my homeboy fake drew down on pointing out the window. I think he's pointing. I'm not gonna stick around to fucking find out if that's his finger or a gun till we start to fucking run. So I'm running with a limp now, and I'm like, yo, I'm hit. We meet up at the back of this house. And they're like, yo, what's going on? And I'm like, nigga, I'm hit. So we look down, and I look at my leg, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, you know, when you think that you just got shot, everything just like goes like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, how did I get myself in it? How the fuck am I? And for some reason, for black kids, what the fuck am I telling my parents? I'm on their insurance. What the fuck am I gonna tell my parents? I'm more scared of what my parents gonna do than this fucking bullet wound that's bleeding out in my leg. So I'm looking down, I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And then shout out to my homie for being smart and was like, is the bullet still in you? Because there's no exit wound. And I was like, I don't feel nothing in me. And then this nigga say, bro, it look like you scratch yourself. It don't even look like a fucking, like, nigga, you ain't get shot. I'm trying to be a fucking gangster. I was like, bro, nigga, I wasn't trying. I really thought I was shot. Turns out, I scratched the fuck out my leg jumping the fence and didn't know it until my adrenaline was pumping so high that blood was coming out of my leg. And then I felt it. So I was like, what the fuck? And my leg hurt. So I was like, oh shit, I've been shot. Moral of the story, y'all. Don't do shit that you ain't ready for. We was young, we was kids. I mean, to this day, I'm not trying to be no, like, when I come up here and talk to y'all, like, I'm not trying to be no, oh yeah, I was like the hoodest nigga in the world. No. Stop it. For those of y'all who out there trying to do that shit, stop it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. The shit that we went through, I'm not even gonna lie, we laugh about today. Like, some of the homies that I grew up with, we laugh about this shit because it's like, yo, life is so much more than that street shit that we couldn't even imagine. Like being a hood, like having like hood fame, I would call it. Like when niggas in the fucking city know you and shit like that. That shit was like everything to us as a kid. We got older and realized the world is a lot more bigger than our city. The world's a lot more bigger than our school. The world's a lot more bigger than our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get that clout in the hood, it ain't worth it, man. The shit you gotta go through to even obtain that kind of level of status in the hood is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's better ways of getting a name made for you. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized that, not saying I don't give a fuck about the hood, but I didn't really give a fuck about having that type of credit in the hood as much as I wanted that type of credit within my family. I wanted my family to have stories about me that's like, yo, this man, he works hard, he do this, he do that. That man would do, like, he knows how to do it. I've always been a person that loves to help people, which is, I know it's kind of strange because I was trying to be a street nigga, but like, I was a product of my environment. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just knew that my family had, you know, rep in the streets, and who was I to change that and be the first fucking dork? You know what I'm saying? So I did my little, you know, shit in the streets because I didn't want motherfuckers to think that they could play with the name, play with our last name. Little did I know, I didn't have to do that in the street. I could have did it doing what I do now. You know what I'm saying? Like being a real person, a real man. You know what I'm saying? I love the term real nigga, but being a real man counts more. I really appreciate that more than somebody saying I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or street nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about being that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a street nigga. I'm a hood nigga. There's a difference. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know there's a difference. There's hood niggas and there's street niggas. Street niggas do street nigga shit. Hood niggas do hood nigga shit, which is usually the normal hood shit. Getting into shit, maybe occasionally get into some, you know, some craziness, but never going out their way to look for it. You know what I'm saying? You just like, you know what I'm saying? You just chilling. You just part of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Civilian, if you will. But nonetheless, can't nobody fucking play with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a street nigga. And that's what I want to teach y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know majority of, you know, because I look at my analytics, the majority of the people that follow me and watch my videos are younger generation children, 18 to 35. That's one hell of a stretch. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be a street nigga. You can be a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be extremely smart and do things that not gonna jeopardize your life. You know what I'm saying? You can be a healthy individual and not have to worry about looking over your shoulder, the police coming after you. You know what I'm saying? That shit is whack. That shit is out. Don't do it. Cause it's not worth it. I tried so hard to uphold my family name in the street that I didn't realize that they did not want it to be in the street until I had that conversation with my pops, you know, my grandparents, my brothers, sisters, you know what I'm saying? Trying to uphold the family name, got my brother 24 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? My older brother. You know, he's out now, but look how much he missed, you know what I'm saying? Damn near the whole 2000s, going into the 2010s. You know, it's like, it's a lot. So, don't do it. Don't do it. And that's the story today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all learned a valuable lesson. I hope y'all got a kick out of, you know, what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I hope it was a good little ride, you know, good little fun, you know what I'm saying? And again, I have plenty of stories to tell. And I know you guys like these story times, so I'm gonna keep doing them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep, you know, inserting them in here and there. But I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate everything you guys do. And I want to let you guys personally know that y'all are part of a family here. Hype Space TV, we're family. And y'all know this. And with that being said, man, I will see y'all in the next video. We out.
Tryna knock my hustle, I kill all the love. I'm that nigga, I ain't holding no grudge. I was stuck in the trap, I ain't have it like that. Me and Trin, we were serving the pack. Flip a P, had to get it right back. Fuck what they said.